All right. So, let's go for a ride. For those who don't know, this is 03 H1 with a fire-breathing 6.5 liter turbo diesel motor. Yes, it's very similar to a military truck. I'm an Army guy myself, so this is old hat. This is easy. I understand it. But for those of you that have never been in one, it's wicked. You are all the way over there. This is known as the ultimate vehicle for a 16-year-old with all their friends, if you get the military version, because you got enough space here, they can't touch each other. And if you spill your 64-ounce bladder buster Coke, all you got to do is pull the plugs on the bottom of the floor and just hose it out. Pretty cool. These things are not fast. They handle pretty good. So you don't have to worry about getting speeding tickets. But you sure look cool when you're going down the road. You know, I've never been in one of these where I can actually see out the back. That's kind of cool. Anyway. Oh, whoops. Safety third, folks. All right, give her the beans. Here we go. Now, the first question people always want to know when they're considering cross-shopping a Hummer or a Humvee or an H1 is, what kind of fuel economy does it get?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Keep asking that question. Doesn't matter. Also, these things are insanely loud. Those of you that don't know, this is not the normal sounding vehicle. You've got a lot of mechanical action going on because these have portal axles, which means the hub on this is actually geared as a gear reduction, and it basically lifts the truck while keeping center of gravity low. I'll explain it here in a second as we go around and look underneath it, why these things are so freaking cool. But to paint the picture, all of this is up here because we've got an engine that's shoved back, and we've got a transmission and a transfer case and all sorts of stuff right underneath this, and it's actually up off the ground quite a bit, so you can drive over all sorts of crazy stuff. 5-gallon buckets, barrels, bodies. Anyway, they're meant to be a wartime vehicle. So as you can tell, the AC retrofit for the H1 civilian models is well, it's kind of like a wheezing asthmatic at best. It's kind of no, it's not cold at all. This sucks. Anyway, you just get used to it. But driving these things are wicked easy. And I mean, first-hand experience, you can just one-hand it over, and actually, because the center of gravity is kept really low and tight, and it's independent suspension all around, it actually handles pretty darn good. But I got to be in the other lane, so I got to get behind this gold dang Lincoln. Those of you that are used to Adam and his G-wheel and stuff, that was cool, by the way. You're going to see more stuff, not directly related, but more indirectly related to off-roading and fun and adventures. So you're going to see all sorts of crazy vehicles. This is just one of them. It's an H1 truck style, which is super rare, and man, the thing just looks the part. It's easy to drive. It makes a lot of noise. You got turbo noises. You got an open exhaust. You've got so much gear action going down the road that from the outside, you can be about 500 meters away and tell instantly that it's a Hummer going down the road, just from all the freaking gear noise this thing makes. I'll give you a drive-by here in a second. Okay, we got to get back to the shop because the customer's probably waiting on us, but I will take this opportunity to share some interesting and super nerdy stats on this. So this truck does have CTIS, central tire inflation, so it will inflate and deflate its tires at will, which is kind of cool. It also has a rear locker. It also has 2 fuel tanks on this truck, on the pickup truck version. Now, fun fact, when these were originally penned for the US military, they were made by AM General. That's who came up with the overall concept. But no one stateside had the ability to make the geared hubs or the portal hubs for this particular application. So then there's a company called Showa, or Showa, S-H-O-W-A. Now this name is fairly prolific in the motorsports world, mainly motorcycles. Think of motorcycle suspension, forks, shocks, etc. They are huge, and they're one of the biggest players out there. Anyway, that company was contracted to make the portal hubs because they were the only ones that could do it with the amount of precision required to guarantee the durability of the geared hubs on this particular vehicle. And having driven one of these thousands of miles and through a war zone, I can attest that we have had 0 gear hub failures on any of our Humvees when we were overseas. So I was really impressed by that. And when I actually learned that tidbit of information after the fact. And the Japanese were so adamant that their stuff had to be measured and put on precisely that they even sent their own tooling and their own measuring devices to make sure that when AM General got the parts from Showa, they were put on correctly and set up correctly so that they could guarantee that they function. So there's your tidbit of fun, factual information about the Hummer H1, formerly known as the Humvee, originally designed for the US military. All right, so if any of you have been paying attention to our channel for any length of time, you may notice in the past we've had a 6x6 G-Wagon that we featured. The gentleman who owns that is actually the same owner as this as well. He may actually be there by the time we pull up with another one of these. So he has yet to see this truck in person, so this is gonna be kind of cool. We'll show you guys what that looks like. But this is the case in point, we have a lot of fantastic clients that we work with to make their dreams a reality. And this was a fairly plain looking H1 that needed some love, and to get it over the top, he chose us to do it, and we're very proud for that. So with that, if you've got something unique and special that you need some help on, reach out to us. Our team is dedicated to this kind of stuff, and we love it. So let's go back and take another gander at the outside here real quick. Well, the owner just pulled up. Let's see what his thoughts are. And a slant back, nevertheless. Those are super rare. Grant, what's up, dude?
Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you.
We were just comparing the subtle differences. Well, that's subtle, by the way.
It's very subtle, right?
Subtle differences, you know, between the Swiss military and the American military.
Yeah. American likes to go a little big, doesn't it?
Yeah, so you haven't seen this yet.
No. Great.
We just took it out for a little drive, shook it down.
I mean, it's so much bigger than it was.
It is substantial, yes. Yeah. Sitting on 40s with the springs, it definitely sits up there quite a bit.
Oh, it does.
Getting in line so it tracks down the road straight was really important.
Yeah.
So that part's dialed in.
I love this. That was a really good idea.
Yeah. We made the ultimate call to put these down here versus up top just to get rid of the Mickey Mouse effect. A lot of that, you saw the hardware as we were taking all this and black oxiding it.
So this looks so much better being white than black, the little vent here.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if you remember, this was all stainless.
Yes.
And we chemically dipped all of it so it's black oxide.
Very, very nice. God, that looks a lot better.
Yeah.
Wow.
So everything is dialed in there. You have the LEDs in the fronts.
That's nice.
LEDs on all the sides too. We actually put special flashers in there so they don't do the fast flash. It slows down the way it should. Hood paint match.
Yes, that looks so much better.
That is good as we could get it.
Yeah, no, that looks fantastic compared to what it was, and this looks amazing.
And these are, we cut the old ones off. We MIG weld these all the way around and then coated these also.
Yes.
So you can pull this and the whole thing rocks forward.
Incredible.
Yep.
I really like that.
And then on the back side, let's take a look.
New headlights.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, we fixed all the bracketry for that stuff too. This is pretty janky. This fun thing. Now, if you get a flat, Lord help you.
Yeah,
I mean, you may be able to lift it
I'm
by yourself.
Screwed.
I think maybe the two of us can pick this up.
Yeah.
It's pretty heavy.
I bet.
So we've adjusted a couple times. The one thing we missed is your chains. So we'll come back on that.
Yeah. Man, that looks really good.
It's okay.
I'm very happy with it.
All right. Yeah. You heard it. He's happy with it. He's okay with it. It means it
Did great
leaves.
work. So I brought him another one.
Oh boy.
I don't like anything small.
Got the coolest job in the world, guys. Come see me. So if you're one of those guys or gals that drives a rectangle around and you want to make it look cooler, give us a shout. Here at Alliance Motorworks, we love this kind of stuff. And oh yeah, just for reference, by the way, sort of makes a 5-gallon bucket look small, doesn't it? Everyone needs 40s on their H1. Give us a shout. We're here in Loveland. Our doors are always open. We've always got something interesting to show and display and have fun with. And look forward to hearing from you with your next project.